Mix 93.1, East Texas' #1 hit music station with Lucky Larry and Mandee Montana on the 18th annual Mix with Kids Children's Miracle Network Radiothon, raising money for the pediatric services at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Hospital. Those phone lines are open at 903-531-5437 or toll free at 800-692-5437. You can also make a secure pledge online as well. Just jump on the website there at mix931fm.com. Right now in studio, we have a miracle child who is
all grown up.
Kind of grown up right now, but Jeffrey Wright was Miracle Child back in 2000. Welcome to the Radiothon, Jeffrey.
Thanks. Nice to be here.
Oh, helps if I turn your microphone on. So
he's here.
So you kind of had a rough start at life with an autoimmune disease, right?
Right. When I was born with an unknown autoimmune disease. Diagnosed with things like Down syndrome and AIDS and things that I didn't really have, but that's all they knew to really, take a stab at what I had. My pediatrician at the time, who was Mother Frances pediatrician, he said, "Hold up, something's wrong, and we need to send you to Children's in Dallas and try and get this figured out." So we went up there. It took about a month or so to actually get things figured out, and they made a special serum that kind of jump-started my immune system. And it started making me better. I was still sick more than average, but things kind of worked out.
And then how did you get involved with the Children's Miracle Network?
So with Children's Miracle Network, that kind of came in around 6 years of age for me. I had another weird medical incident that contracted a tumor on the very bottom section of my spine, which threatened the use of my legs. So again, in Mother Frances Hospital on the children's wing, spent about 2 weeks there doing biopsies, MRIs, CAT scans, the whole nine. About two and a half weeks, they finally figured out that it was that tumor, and they gave us two full options. One was major back surgery, and two was a central line, basically an IV in your chest to pump in some antibiotics and see if that helps. Mm-hmm. Well, the whole time while I was in the hospital and kind of my parents were going over all their options, the child life specialist there kind of consoled me and made sure that I was doing okay. I was still a normal kid. Actually played video games with some of the staff there on rolly carts that came into the room. Spent my 7th birthday in the hospital. The CMN staff and nursing staff there made sure I had a birthday party in my room with streamers hanging down from the ceilings.
Awesome.
Shot nurses who came through the door with needleless syringes. They made sure that I was having fun and I was comfortable whenever all this stuff was going on. They also gave time for my parents to have a break. And thankfully, the central line that they put in and all the medicine worked, and I'm still on 2 legs walking around instead of a wheelchair. So CMN and Mother Frances had a huge impact on me and my life for that.
How long you were in the hospital?
My parents lost count around 300 days, and that was before all of the tumor stuff happened. So it's quite higher than that now.
Wow. So if someone's driving around right now, they're on the loop, whether they're in the loop in Longview or here in Tyler, or they're on the loop in Palestine or Henderson, what would you say to the person that is, they've been hearing us talk about the Radiothon and Children's Miracle Network for 17 years or the past hour or so? What would you say to that person that hasn't called in and made that pledge yet to 903-531-5437? So
really, it's just, you never know. My sister, who is older than me, she was born perfectly healthy. And I was, on the track to be perfectly healthy as well. And then all my stuff kind of, happened all at one time.
Life happens.
Life happened, exactly. And the thing is, whether you have a kid that stays a day in Mother Frances just for something relatively routine, or whether they have an extended stay, or if it's in one of the pediatric clinics, it doesn't matter. CMN touches all of that. So, whether it's $1 or your $20 a month for a Miracle Maker or any dollar amount down to the last penny, every bit helps everywhere in East Texas, and particularly at Mother Frances.
What do you think it would mean to, in your instance or other families, if the Children's Miracle Network wasn't here in East Texas?
If it wasn't here, we wouldn't have the level 3 NICU that we have, or is it level 4? Level 3. So we wouldn't have that NICU. We wouldn't have half the stuff we have on the children's wing. Child life specialist might not be there. There's to be so much of a void for our pediatric patients here in town. And without CMN being here and the work that's being done and the money being given down to the last dollar from the everyday person just driving around the loop, it would be a huge hole. When we had to go to Dallas or Houston, and that's putting people out of work for a brief period of time and breaking families apart for a brief period of time.
And we talk about that quite often, how, especially in the NICU, you need the support of the families and your church family and your extended family, your friends, to get you through that tough time. And because of the NICU, you can keep the whole family unit here. So you can help make that difference, East Texas. You're helping East Texas families. Pick up that phone and make that pledge right now. Whether it's a one-time donation or you become a Mixed Miracle Maker and you give that gift all year long, it's just $20 a month. You can make miracles happen. 903-531-5437 or reach us toll-free at 800-692-KIDS. It's the 18th Annual Mix with Kids Children's Miracle Network Radiothon right here on Mix 93.1.